I just got my first YouTube paycheck and I want to share it with you, and I want to show you exactly how it happened. And not because I'm here to brag, because I'm not. Because I think a lot of people have the wrong idea about what it actually takes to make money on YouTube. And I want to set that record straight. So for reference, I started this channel on October 15th. I got monetized at the end of January, and that was an amazing 13 weeks. And my first fully monetized month was February. That paycheck just landed at the end of March, because it usually takes about 20 days for the month to close till you get your first paycheck. And in that 1 month, I crossed $1,000. And I'm gonna break down where every dollar came from and what I was doing to actually make it happen. And what I think moves the needle is some of the things that I actually did. But I'll tell you right now, it's not just about being consistent. Hey, I'm Dee Dee Parody, and I'm here to help you grow a YouTube channel that actually will make some money. But before I get into it, if you're building a YouTube channel and you want some real guidance and community support, not just generic advice, I have a community called the Confident Creator Circle, and the link is in the description. So come check it out after this video. Now, I need to be upfront with you about something before we go any further. My timeline to monetization was faster than most people, and I understand that. 13 weeks from 0 subscribers to monetization is not typical. But I don't really want you sitting there thinking, well, there's something wrong with me and there's something wrong with my channel because it's taken a little bit longer than that, or a lot longer than that. What I do believe is the way that I approached it made a difference. And that's what I want to talk about today. Because these things that worked for me, it's not about luck. It's learnable. I learned all of this. And here's what I was doing between uploads that I think actually mattered. I was studying what was working. I was studying what wasn't working. I was getting better with each video. Not just showing up, but genuinely improving what I was doing. I was testing titles, testing topics, watching my analytics. And when I didn't know why something wasn't working, I got help. Consistency is the baseline. You gotta be consistent. But that alone is not gonna get you there. You gotta be willing to learn and adjust and grow. Upload by upload. So let me show you exactly where the first $1,000 came from. AdSense made up a pretty big chunk of it. It was $418 for the month. And I want to show you what that actually looks like here inside the YouTube studio. You can see it's not a flat line. It goes up and down. Sometimes I got more views in the middle of the night, and sometimes I got more views in the middle of the day. But certain videos will earn more than others depending on the topic. And RPM, that's revenue per 1,000 views. That's what I make. That's what you make. It changes based on the niche you're in. It can also change based on the time of year and what you're talking about. It actually can change daily. And to qualify for AdSense, you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in the past, like a rolling 12-month period. So your views can start dropping off after 12 months. But once you hit that, every video you publish starts earning you money. Even those older ones that are sitting back there in your library. But you know, the thing I don't hear a lot of people saying that not all topics earn the same amount of money. If you're creating content in categories like business and personal finance, or even YouTube education, advertisers pay more for those eyeballs that are on your videos. That's called CPM, cost per 1,000 impressions. Higher CPM means more money for the same number of views. AdSense is kind of passive because it compounds over time. The more videos you have, the more it grows. Now the next one, where I made the biggest chunk of my money, was coaching calls. It was the biggest earner of February, and I made $500. And this is the one that surprised people the most. You don't need to be in the YouTube Partner Program to offer coaching. You don't need thousands of subscribers and viewers. You need people who watch your content, they trust what you're saying, they get it, but they want your specific help. Think about the math. If you charge $100 for a 1-hour call, you need 10 clients to hit $1,000. If you charge $200, you need 5. That's it. But I actually charge $50 for a 30-minute clarity call, and I had 10 of them. Your videos are doing the selling for you. And every time somebody watches and thinks, hey, this person knows what they're talking about, that's a potential client. You just need a way for them to book with you. A link in your description, a simple calendar page, whatever works for your setup. I actually linked a Calendly page, and Calendly, which is a very difficult word for me to get out, Calendly actually handles it all for you. You link your Zoom to your Calendly and put a price on it, and you link it to Stripe, and then you get paid once they book your calls. You can set up the times on your calendar when you're available, and the whole 9 yards is covered with Calendly. And Calendly is free. I have seen creators with under 500 subscribers booking coaching calls on the regular because their content was so specific and genuinely helpful. The size of your audience actually matters less than how much they trust you. The next one I've talked about quite a bit, and I've got a full video on how it works, and I'll link it up here. It's about affiliate links, and that brought in about $35 that month. Not huge, but here's why I'm including it. You can start this before you monetize on day one. There's no threshold to hit. And the reason I didn't make more here was because in the month of February, I did not mention the links in my description that often. Affiliate marketing means you recommend something you actually use. You share a special link and you earn a commission when somebody buys through it. No product to create, no customers to deal with, just an honest recommendation. And the creators that do this well, they only promote the things that they would actually tell their friends about. And that's what keeps that trust intact. And trust is what makes people click. And by doing this well, and I mean a clear call to action in your video, not just putting the links in the description and hoping somebody digs way down there and finds it, you got to point people to where you want them to go. And the reason I didn't make more money here was because in the month of February, I was not concentrating as much on affiliate links. So I wasn't saying, hey, the links are in my description, go check them out. So the call to action was not there. So if you want to drive people to your affiliate links, you've got to put the call to action. The same with the coaching calls. If you want people to book your coaching calls, you've got to tell them. You've got to tell them about it in your video and where to find the link. Just think about all the things that you're already using. Your favorite journal, your workout equipment, even your pickleball rackets, if that's your stick. If you're not linking those things in your description, you're leaving money on the table every time you put out a video. Every day. And I also sold a couple of very small digital products that month that made up the rest of the total. And that's a conversation for a whole other day. But I wanted you to see the full picture. But I want to come back to something I said earlier, because I think it's the most important part of this video. A lot of YouTube advice boils down to just be consistent. Just keep posting. And yeah, you got to show up. But I've seen plenty of consistent creators who aren't growing. They're not monetized, and they can't figure out why. And here's what I believe it actually takes. You have to get better with every upload. Not just show up, but genuinely improve. You have to study your analytics and be willing to change what's not working. You got to test your titles, your topics, your hooks. And when you're stuck and you can't figure out what's going wrong on your channel, you got to get some help, because there's plenty of it out there. Because spinning your wheels alone is the slowest way forward. And I believe Albert Einstein is the one that said the definition of insanity was doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. Now, one other thing I did that I felt like moved the needle for me was I actually posted twice a week, but I had the time. I own my own business, so I have a little more flexibility in that. Not everybody can do 2 videos a week. Not everybody can do 1 video a week. You have to do what works for you, and just know that the growth may take longer. This is real work, and it's also why I built the community I mentioned earlier, because sometimes you just need somebody to look at your channel and tell you what's actually holding you back. So in total, I made $418 from AdSense, $500 from coaching calls, and about $35 from affiliate links. And the rest came from a couple of small digital products I sold. That's just over $1,000 total. 4 income streams, all running at the same time. But only one of them, which was AdSense, required me to be in the YouTube Partner Program. That's the only one that came from YouTube. So if you're starting from scratch or you've got a channel that isn't moving yet, the foundation has to be solid before any of this will work. And I've got a video that walks you through exactly what that looks like. And I'll link it right here, and you can watch that one next. And I'll see you over there. Have a good one. Bye.